Hello friends, thank you for clicking this video. This video is regarding marketing. I am here going to explain you stuffs regarding marketing and the basic terms which we need to know. Sometimes we hear a lot of people speaking about marketing and business stuffs which seems us to be like some rap. And generally they don't want us to understand even the simple things. They want it look so tougher by using fucking big terms. Let's try to untie those big knots and make it look simpler as it is. The terms I am going to say are basic ones regarding marketing. So let's check this out. So I'm going to explain some 9 stuffs regarding marketing. And yeah, you can Google it out and check it or go to some books and also see it. And to make it so simpler, I am going to take some scenario like that of you visiting to a party. So the scenario is simple. The basic scenario is you are going to a party and see a gorgeous girl and you say to her that I am rich, just marry me. So this scenario is nothing, just it is something called direct marketing. That is, you are just going to a girl and asking her, will you marry me? I am so rich. That's direct marketing. And second scenario, which is something more close to we boys, and that is again the same scenario, but here we are going with some friends, and we see a girl, and one of our friends just goes and tell to her that, come on, yeah, he's so rich, just marry him. So this is kind of advertising. The second term we are discussing is called advertising. One of our friends just see the girl and he just says he's so rich, come on, marry him. And the third scenario is you go to a girl and ask her phone number, which is literally tough, yeah, and you ask her a number and you call her next morning and say that I am rich, will you marry me? And yeah, this is called telemarketing. This term is called telemarketing, which is simply nothing but just asking a girl her number and calling her the next morning and asking her, will you marry me? This is called telemarketing. The fourth one, which is the most toughest in the world. Yeah, you are going to a party and seeing a beautiful girl and suggest her a drink and give her a ride to her home and say that I am rich, will you marry me? And yeah, this term is kind of called public reaction. Yeah, once again, this is called public reaction, which is something like you see a girl, give her a drink and ride and say that I am rich, will you marry me? Yeah. The fifth term we are going to discuss about is something like this. You are going to a party, again a girl comes to you, and this time she asks you, you seem to be so rich, and will you marry me? And this term is known as brand recognition. Yeah, she can literally see you and tell that, yeah, will you marry me? So this is called brand recognition. The sixth term I am going to explain is so common. That is simply, again, you're going to a party and you're seeing a girl and say that, hey, I am rich, will you marry me? And the reaction is going to be so severe. She gives you a tight slap, and this is known as customer feedback. Yeah, once again, this is customer feedback where a girl just slaps you for asking her, will you marry me? The seventh term, which you're going to see, is something like this. Once again, you are in a party, you see a girl, and tell her that I am very rich, will you marry me please? And she just introduces you to her husband, and this is something called demand and supply gap. Once again, this is called demand and supply gap. The eighth term we are going to discuss is literally so sad. That is something like when we propose a girl and suddenly someone arrives and proposes her, and this is called something like competition in market shares. Again, this is called competition in market share. So this is the last term we are going to see, and this is something like you are so vexed with your wife and you see some gorgeous girl there, and again you ask the same thing like, will you marry me? And suddenly out of nowhere your wife arrives, and who the fuck are you? She slaps the girl. This is something known as restriction for entering into the new market. Again, this is something known as restriction for entering market. I am not some biggie in marketing, and I am also a gentleman who always listen to marketing and stuff, and I want everyone to know about basic marketing stuffs. So I think I have done my work at least to some 60 to 70%, and the rest stays with you. Thank you, and thank you for listening to my English, and I am always trying to improve my English. Thank you.